billions of dollars in the energy transition in Canada. Thank you.
Speaker, Canada is experiencing an affordability crisis where 60% of Canadians are struggling to put food on the table. 20% of Canadians are dependent on food banks. Food inflation recently hit a 40-year high at 11.4%. Bread is up 22%. Cereal 17.9%. Baked goods 14%. The cause of this inflation, Madam Speaker? Hundreds of billions of dollars of reckless spending, most of which was not related to COVID. Madam Speaker, when will this Liberal government finally abandon its irresponsible policies of tax and spend and let Canadians have a full belly when they go to bed tonight?
Madam Speaker, what's responsible is pretending that a global problem that we have to take seriously is a problem that just exists in Canada. They might as well promise that the wind will stop blowing at our coastal borders if they were in government. The reality is we face global challenges just like every other country, and that it doesn't matter that we have one of the lowest rates. We need to take action. We need to provide support. It doesn't matter that we've lifted 2.7 million people out of poverty in the last 5 years. We have to do more. It doesn't matter that we have done this House has adopted legislation to help those that are in need, $500 with GST credit. Where are they on dental? Where are they on health?
The honourable member for Northumberland, Peterborough South.
Madam Speaker, what does matter is the more this government spends, the more things cost. I would say that this government has spent like a drunken sailor, but quite frankly, that would bring intoxicated mariners into disrepute. After a wild bender of spending, this government has got up in a ditch and said, "We see the light of fiscal restraints." Madam Speaker, excuse my incredulity, but I'm sure that millions of Canadians share my skepticism. Will this government reassure Canadians and fully commit to the Leader of the Opposition's plan and legislate pay-as-you-go?
Madam Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition, who called the U.S., Italy, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, and the entire Eurozone dumb because they have higher inflation rates than we do. What is the action that he was taking while these quote-unquote dumb governments were attempting to deal with global inflation? He was recommending that people invest in Bitcoin, that they take their precious savings and they invest in Bitcoin. Madam Speaker, those people would have lost absolutely everything. Now, I'm quite sure that international leaders have more tact and dignity to share their opinions about the Leader of the official opposition.
The honourable member for Lambton, Kent, Middlesex.
Speaker, the Prime Minister and his costly coalition with the NDP is making life more expensive for Canadians. Media reports that Canadians who pay for natural gas or electricity can expect their bills to go up by 50, 100, even 300% this winter. Now, I don't know about you, but everybody I know uses electricity and they need to heat their family home. Let me be clear, warmth during a Canadian winter is not a luxury. Will the government cancel their plans to triple taxes on home heating?
The honourable Leader of the government in the House.
Just like the Conservatives, Madam Speaker, believe that inflation is something that can just stop at the Canadian borders and we won't be affected by it, they also believe that climate change, and they're saying that we caused it, right? I mean, this is how ridiculous and preposterous their positions are. This is also their position on climate change. They want to pretend that climate change isn't going to cost tens and hundreds of billions of dollars. In fact, over the next 100 years, perhaps trillions of dollars. We just watched what happened in Atlantic Canada. We just watched what happened in Fiona. We need to take responsible leadership to protect this planet and at the same time make sure life is more affordable for Canadians, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Honourable